¿Recuerdos del pasado? Al parecer esta historia está relacionada con alguna aventura que has vivido. ¿Te gustaría darle un breve repaso? Pues dale. Justo vamos a ver la historia de Durin. Muchas personas que posiblemente tal vez no estuvieron jugando el Genshin Impact en esa temporada o jugaron posterior o se saltaron esto. Prácticamente este era un evento temporal, como el tema de la manzana dorada y demás. La verdad es algo que debería de estar como fija, la verdad. Pero bueno, sobre el pasado de Durin. Tras recibir un extraño libro de cuentos, Paimon y tú llegaron a un mundo fantástico llamado Simulanka, donde vivieron una serie de aventuras junto a sus amigos. Al final descubrieron que dicho mundo fue creado a partir de un cuento de la bruja M. En él rescataron a un pequeño dragón llamado Durincito, el cual se hizo amigo de ustedes y prometió ayudarlas si les necesitaban en el futuro. Ahí está. Y una vez más llegó el Festival de las Flores del Viento anual, así que Paimon y tú se dirigieron juntas a Mondstadt. Sin embargo, comenzaron a ocurrir una serie de sucesos extraños. Primero, muchos residentes se comportaban de manera inusual y luego Albedo fue acusado de asesinato. Por preocupación hacia su amigo, aceptaron la invitación para unirse a la investigación. Después de mucho esfuerzo, lograron desenmascarar la conspiración del villano que estaba detrás de todo. Resultó que el dragón gigante que cayó en Espina Dragón, al enterarse de la existencia de Albedo, y siendo él también una creación de Reindotir, se puso muy celoso, lo que lo llevó a planear todo esto con el único fin de deshacerse de Albedo. Todos trabajaron juntos para aplacar estos incidentes, pero aún tenían que enfrentar un problema espinoso. Durin, otro dragón de Espina Dragón, estaba a punto de revivir y de traer un nuevo desastre a Mondstadt. Afortunadamente Albedo ya había preparado un plan y tu amigo del mundo de cuentos de hadas también llegó a Mondstadt para ayudar. Finalmente, con los esfuerzos de Albedo y tuyos, este dragón que también se llamaba Durin reemplazó a Durin de Espina Dragón para renacer en su lugar y poniendo así fin a esta crisis. Y ahora, o sea, yo esperaba, la verdad, que Durin tendría doble personalidad. Lo que estamos viendo parece que no tiene doble personalidad. Es un amor, es un bomboncito, es un amorcito de persona, una perita en dulce. Yo lo adoro. Son de ese tipo de personajes como protégelo con todo tu alma y con toda tu vida. En serio, esta cosa es bastante tierna. Ya tengo Colomina, claramente. Al menos ya le subí el nivel lo suficiente como para... Y ahora sí la podemos usar. Y es preciosa. En el último día la logré conseguir. Estoy tan contenta de haberla conseguido en el último instante, la verdad. Pero bastante, ¿no, Patu? ¿En serio? Que 70, ¿eh? O sea, literal 70 lazos del destino. Consigue el piti 50-50.
Oh, it's Durin!
Ah, caray. ¿Ahora sí es Arx?
¿Mm?
Ah. Los ojos rojos. Oh.
Traveler in Paimon? Huh. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
¿El poder del abismo que hay dentro de ti está actuando?
Ah, no, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that.
Ah, vale.
What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here?
Desde la vez de darle poderes a Colomina. Absorber
The day that the
cosas del
writer and
pecador,
the
algo así.
watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
Alice, ¿qué estás haciendo?
She asked us to come.
Ah,
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
Reindotir. Ah, no, la bruja M. La bruja M, sí es cierto, sí es cierto, sí es cierto.
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now
Andersdottir.
then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Vamos a abrir el libro, ¿qué más? Va. El día en el que el escritor y el testigo se cruzaron.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after all.
Ah, claro que sí, Alice. Volviendo a aparecer. Es maravillosa esta doña, en serio. Me encanta su diseño.
Hello.
Obvio que voy a gastar todo lo que
and
pueda para
Alice?
poderla conseguir.
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Ja.
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel.
O sea que nunca va a volver a aparecer Simulanka. Qué sad.
But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
El libro de hace un momento.
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Otro.
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
Sí lo leí, pero no tengo claro quién lo escribió.
That's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and
sí, me acuerdo.
tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away.
Oh.
It was a terrible shame.
Y entonces ella
A
no dio lo
true
suyo.
tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
Y entonces quiere que nosotros lo terminamos. ¿Cómo? Tiene sentido.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's
No
greatest
voy a cansar a
regret
decirlo.
is another unfinished story?
Mhm.
O sea, asegurarle un
You could
futuro a
say
él,
that.
posiblemente.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Ya.
Oh,
Ya. No spoilers. Gracias. Bueno, nos conformamos con las migajas. Migajeros
Just think of
legendarios
this
nos llaman a
task as
nosotros.
Giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers?
Claro,
With
es la
their
tía.
experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Ya veo, entonces te ayudaré.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin
Quiere
fulfill his
otra.
mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Yes.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Oh,
Ah, sí, eso
the
sí.
actual
Claro que
process
sí.
might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Ah,
Why's that?
tenías que hablar,
Because when
Paimon.
Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, It's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
M left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
Oh.
And this is...
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink M left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
Es pura magia.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
It just
Easy.
had to be a wild goose chase,
Easy
didn't
peasy
it?
lemon squeezy, claro que sí.
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. M was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
Eso ya trajo a Paimon.
I don't care about that.
Ah,
This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Ay, Dios mío, es una perita en dulce. Nosotros te ayudaremos.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
¿Cómo te encontraremos?
Yeah! Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
A ver.
Oh, here we are again. Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Echemos un vistazo a este libro.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues.
Hmm.
Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviamente en la biblioteca de Mondstadt.
Hey, you
Sí, dice cosas sobre
might
caballeros,
actually be
exacto.
onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed.
Sí,
After
Colombina
all,
está
it's where my mother
desaparecida.
was from,
Queremos
and I
vengarnos de
bet it's
Dottore,
where she
pero
wrote the
vámonos ahorita a
stories,
Mondstadt,
too.
claro que sí.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
La magia de la narración. Dracruber, acto 1. El último deseo de una madre o la biblioteca de Mondstadt. Dale.
Back in the Mondstadt library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
Ha pasado mucho tiempo. Parece que fue ayer cuando estuvimos por última vez. ¿Te imaginas? Literalmente ayer.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously,
Pero
there's
qué
so many
libros.
here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Exacto.
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Uy, 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 uy.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
Entonces Lisa se convirtió en tu maestra. Bueno, ¿de quién más ha sido maestra? Es maestra de medio mundo.
Back when he first arrived
Bueno, no, nada más de Rey Sor.
Wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand.
¿Se conocerá Durin a Rey Sor? Me imagino que sí.
Raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Claro.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you
también no sabe las bases de la sociedad, por supuesto.
It's kind of hard to explain.
No sería el primero.
Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
Exacto.
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
Bueno, es muy probable.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Vale.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
Okay. Los libros que no aparecen en el catálogo.
Wait, did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Me encanta, cada pasito tiene un ruidito. Es como Najida, que también se escuchan como cascabeles, pero tiene más efecto. Es que le dieron mucho amor, en serio, esto también. Pues no hay ninguno más especial. Este es de nuevo uno. Ah, que ese no lo tenía. Ok. Ya no hay tú. Ah. Acá. Y yo yéndome muy lejos y todos estaban cerquita. No te cases. Ay, de veras.
Do not show Klee.
Vaya.
Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious.
¿Por qué específicamente Klee?
There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Lo escribió Alice, de casualidad. O Chan. No creo que Chan, la verdad.
Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's, after all.
Ah.
An experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Ya, ¿no? ¿Hay más? Pero ya pasé por toda la biblioteca y no hay ninguno más. ¿Estás viendo uno más? No veo ninguno más. pero esas son las reglas de la biblioteca. Sí, no, ya no hay más. Ya no hay más. Ah, tenemos que hablar con Lisa, ¿me estás diciendo?
Did you manage to find them?
Diablos. No puede ser posible.
Huh. This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters.
¿Y por qué está
Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really?
Pues mejor que lo que
Definitely
¿no?
sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined.
Ya, entonces la dueña no tenía mucho tiempo que se murió.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Segundo hechizo más poderoso.
Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them?
Poemas de... sepa de quién.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It
Restringido.
certainly isn't supposed to be here.
¿Qué tiene de especial ese?
But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth.
Eso está como que muy literal lo
But
que
this one hit a bit too close to home.
está viviendo Durin
And
actualmente,
since
¿que
the
no?
knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer.
Ah, porque habla sobre Dvalin, ¿no? Y no querían que alguien simpatizaras con él
would you look
si
at
se
that?
supone que era un terror.
Seems like these are the
Para
little
Mondstadt,
troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, Paimon thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists!
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
Alright, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Pero si ni siquiera ella los buscó. Lo buscamos nosotras, pero sí es Lisa, ¿verdad? Aprovechando.
Wait, look!
¿Así fueron esos tres los que inspiraron? ¿En serio? ¿Quién diría? Ahí es donde se encuentran las semillas de esta historia. Nacimiento.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No,
O sea, el poema
that
lo escribió
won't do,
diferente, no
she
fue
thought.
esta doña.
I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that.
Tomando
borrowing a
prestada la
little
magia de su
magic
mejor amiga.
from her
¿De
friend.
Alice? ¿O de Reindotir?
With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
¿Con qué deberíamos adornar su cuna? Un soplo de frescura del bosque, un vestigio del esplendor palaciego.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Alice. Eso fue todo el comienzo de la historia, ¿verdad?
Yeah!
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Parece que esta historia tiene hasta su propia narradora.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
Es la misma de Sri Lanka.
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold.
Ah, que teníamos que esperar.
Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Hagamos caso a su sugerencia por ahora.
Yeah, I agree.